Are you wondering how to start saving for a house? Let me give you 5 tips to get started today. Hey, I'm Lindsay, a proud Anthem resident and your local realtor with the Wise Move AZ team at Realty One Group. If you want to stay up to date on all things Anthem and real estate, then you need to hit that subscribe button. Pro tip, you're also going to want to hit the little bell icon so that you're the first to know when our new videos are posted every single Thursday. As your Anthem, Arizona realtor, I love working hand in hand with families every single day to make homeownership a reality for them. I also know firsthand the hard work these families are doing behind the scenes to save the money needed to achieve that goal. In the current market, it's quite possible that your mortgage payment would be less than your monthly rent. This is great because it means that you have the monthly income to sustain the mortgage. Unfortunately, that's not enough. You also need enough money for the down payment, closing costs, and the ongoing expenses of maintaining a home. This is the piece that can be very daunting for people, but don't worry. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 tips that you can put into play today to start saving. Number 1, set your goal. I'm sure we've all heard that goals are more achievable when they're specific, and I completely agree. In my opinion, the best place to start is by figuring out how much money you need to purchase a home. Now, this doesn't have to be accurate down to the pennies, but by having a rough idea, you'll be able to focus and see your progress. Even if you're years away from buying a home, I recommend that you sit down with a lender, a realtor, or both to discuss your options. Between the two of them, they'll be able to educate you on the types of loans you may qualify for and the price point of homes that suit your needs. While I would love to see everybody bring 20% down, I know that's not always reasonable. It's important that you understand how the amount of your down payment impacts the cost of your loan. In an ideal world, you want to be spending 25% or less of your after-tax income on your mortgage payment, HOA assessments, insurance, and taxes. You'll also need to save enough money for closing costs. We have a whole video on closing costs for buyers that I'll link to in the cards for this video, so feel free to check that out. Now that you have that number, you need to consider when you would like to buy a home. Using the amount of money you need and the amount of time you have, set monthly or weekly savings goals depending on what makes most sense for your schedule. Number 2, open a savings account. I encourage you to open a savings account specifically for your future home. Right now, it's a place where you can squirrel away money to buy the house. In the future, you can use it to set aside money for mortgage payments and maintenance costs. The reason for setting up a separate savings account is twofold. First, you get the joy and satisfaction of seeing it grow. Second, you'll be less likely to spend it on something else. You may want to see if you can set it up as an interest-bearing account. Every little bit helps. Also, I recommend, if possible, you set up automatic deposits into this account on payday. Number 3, look for cost saving. If you don't already have a budget or record of your spending, build one. Take note of where your money goes every month. Is there an area you could cut back? For example, if you have a gym membership you don't use, a subscription you should have canceled months ago, or unnecessary spending on fast food, deal with them now. You can commit to setting that money aside in your home fund with minimal discomfort. Now, I don't want you to go without in any dramatic way. Saving for a house is stressful, but you should still be enjoying your life in the meantime. It doesn't mean that you can't go out for dinner with friends or that you can't buy tickets to that concert you've been waiting to see for years. The goal is to be aware of your spending habits and cut back where possible. Number 4, generate additional income. I'm sure this one sounds super obvious. Of course, the best way to save for a house is to make more money. Trust me, I know it's easier said than done. But here are some ideas on how you might be able to make a little extra money without overexerting yourself. Could you ask for a raise? If you're in a position to ask for a raise at your current job, this can be a great option. If you can't have a raise, could you offer to work overtime to make a little more money? You can also sell things that you no longer want or need. This can be quick cash in your savings account. You could find a side hustle that aligns with your interests, or you could ask for money in lieu of gifts. Your friends and family may ask what you want around holidays and birthdays. If you let them know that you're diligently saving to buy a house and would love to have them contribute to that in lieu of a gift, they may oblige. Regardless of what you decide, it's so important that you maintain balance during this time. Don't overdo it. Number 5, stay focused and be flexible. In very little time, you'll start to see that savings account creep up and up and up. You should be so proud of yourself. It's also at this time that people decide they've worked so hard. They should take that vacation to Europe. Be careful. Never lose sight of why you started this savings project in the first place. It's okay to change your plans, but don't do something that you'll instantly regret. On the other hand, don't become so fixated on saving for the house that you're sacrificing things you shouldn't. For example, if your car needs a new windshield because you took a rock, but you know that this will throw your savings off for the month, don't panic. Life is bound to get in the way sometimes. Do what you need to do and then refocus. You can do this. So there you have it. What are you going to do to set aside money for your future home? I would love to hear which of these items you're planning to put into action first. Let me know in the comments. If there's anything we can do to help guide you on the path to home ownership, send us an email at team@wisemoveaz.com. Lastly, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, and sharing this video with your friends. See you next Thursday.